Hey everybody, welcome to the 1111 portal readings, and I'm really excited about this reading, and I hope this blows your mind the way it did me. Because when I was looking into 1111, and I'm like, okay, well, 11 is the Justice card in the Standard Tarot, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I'm like, oh, you know what? Actually, originally it wasn't. Originally, it was the Strength card. That was how it was traditionally, and then it changed over time. You know, people adjusted it, and you'll see here, you know, you've got the Strength card being number 8 and the Justice card being number 8. So there is this beautiful awareness as I was looking into this, and bear with me because November 8th here in the United States is election day. And of course, that has been bringing up a lot of controversy over the last couple years. And bear with me on explaining the cards and the energies of where we're going with this. And then we definitely will get into pulling cards for each individual zodiac sign. But this is an important piece for you here, because the Justice card is the balancing out of small t truths and capital T truths. You'll see they have the scales here, and then they also have this Ace of Swords. Well, the scales are the balancing out of capital T truths, which that Ace of Swords allows us to connect to the higher realms, to those truths that are rooted in unconditional love. And the small t truths, as I call them, are those that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love of the human opinion of all that outside world, right? And so that scale is balancing out those small t truths, and it's being balanced by the capital T truths of the higher realm, which allows them to cut away the small t truths that no longer serve. Well, the Strength card is almost similar in a way, because it is about the lion being our human self that's searching for love in the outside world, and it's become hangry because what it gets out there is not unconditional. It is temporary and doesn't fulfill us for long at all, and so it's roaring in the jungle. And then our higher self here, indicated by the infinity symbol above our head, comes down and brings to our human what it's been searching for all along. It's very convenient that our higher self is a powerful, supernatural, eternal being that is made of unconditional love. And I really like the way they present it here, this beautiful, angelic, you know, supernatural being coming down and loving on the human side. And so, you know, this allows us to balance our lives by bringing in truths that are related to unconditional love. And the Strength card is about how we find this peace from connecting to our higher self. So the combination of all these with that 11-8, I love this, is all about becoming aware of the fears we have of losing conditional love in the outer world. And we do that by turning inward to find that Ace of Swords in the hand of our higher self. And that removes these thoughts and these beliefs that no longer serve us. And it also removes the things that divide us, and it allows us to unite under that capital T truth that we are all unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And we have access to love ourselves in that way, right? And then we're able to love others. Because if we can't love ourselves unconditionally, we can't love others that way either. And when we have ourselves under that long list of conditional love laws, conditions that we have in order to be, you know, loved and acceptable, by golly, we're going to keep everyone else under those laws too. I call it being God's little sheriff. I'm going to make sure everyone's doing what they should be doing and thinking the way they should be thinking, right? But when we free ourselves from those conditional love laws by embracing this unconditional love from above, we free everyone else in the world as well. crazy, right? Especially around election time here. It's all about, no, this is the right. No, this is the right. This is the right candidate. No, this is the right way to believe. No, this is all the policies, all the stuff that's triggering everywhere. Beautiful portal opening up to help us with all of this. Now, the portal opens on November 11th fully, but we'll start to be able to feel these energies beforehand. And I love that the more of us that focus on unconditional love, the more it transforms the world. I saw this beautiful meme on Instagram that said something like, for each person that has this higher frequency of love vibration that they're putting out into the world, it counteracts 700,000 of those that have the lower vibrational fear energies that are going on. So if you imagine you sending out unconditional love into the world, and me, that's 1,400,000 individuals that we are helping transform that energy. And the more of us that do it, the more we impact the world. And I just absolutely love that message. So thank you for your patience as I was going through all that. We are going to pull a reading for the 1111 portal for your specific zodiac sign. And we're just going to be asking, where can we free ourselves from conditional love laws? So we're going to jump into your reading right now. All right, Sagittarius, this is your 1111 portal reading, and we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Power of Surrender deck. Any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below, so if any of them catch your eye and you'd like them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So we've brought in the beautiful rose quartz rock here to represent the higher heart, and we have the selenite wand here, which is going to represent the sword of balance. So we'll start over here, first seeing where Spirit and Creator feel that we can free ourselves from conditional love laws, and then we'll balance out over here. So let's take a look here with the Power of Surrender and see what area of your life Spirit recommends that you could free yourself from, if you so choose. All right, so for our Sagittarius, what would you like them to know, please? For our Sagittarius. All right, there it is. So we'll start here, and you've got surrender to the habit of people pleasing. Yep. Understandable, Sagittarius. It says, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Yeah, there is the Sagittarius energy of wanting to make other people happy, and you have this wonderful energy that attracts people, and you have humor and great energy, but it can roll over into codependence, where you feel like it's your job and your duty to make everyone else happy, and it puts a lot of pressure. It puts a lot of conditions around your lovability and acceptability for yourself. So perfect that this has come up for you, because you are ready to balance this out. And let's take a look here through the Oracle of the Seven Energies and see what can help balance that out for you. And they actually do want the top one there. So let's take a look here. Beautiful uncaging. Look, you're being set free. I love it. Card number 14. All right, let's put it down here. This will help balance things out. And let's take a look and see what energy comes in here for you. So this, of course, is the prison of guilt, a need for self-inventory, rigorous honesty, accountability, making amends. So it says at this time you're being called to assess where guilt is playing a part in your life and recognize how it's affecting you and others, and address it so you can release yourself from its grip. Guilt is a powerful emotional state capable of transforming difficult situation. It keeps you accountable for your actions when you've done something that causes harm. However, it can also feed a self-sabotaging cycle that fosters codependency, like I talked about, and a distorted sense of personal power. Self-blame can lead to behaviors that perpetuate low self-worth. Have you done or said something for which you need to make amends? Have you disregarded a boundary or broken a promise? Guilt can make you aware of potential ways you have given injury and show you how to redress the transgression. When you sincerely admit that you are wrong and begin the process to fix it, this is an act of accountability, responsibility, and liberation. So take a moment now to consider when you have harmed others or yourself. And this knowledge will free you from the story you tell about it, so you're able to connect with truthful remorse. Now's the time for rigorous honesty as you take a self-inventory with a neutral state of mind. A good question to ask yourself now is, why is the guilt there? You might be taking on a burden that is not even yours to carry. Pay attention, take action, and uncage yourself from the prison of your own making. Yeah, I love that. So you definitely, there's the guilt of not being able to make everyone happy and not living up to everyone's expectations. You had yourself in this prison of your own mind, of the expectations that you think everyone wants of you, and this kind of rule that you are supposed to make everyone else happy. I really feels like at core here. And it's like, that's not true. You can give someone the world and they could still choose to be unhappy. And I feel like with this, they're really focusing in on here to balance this, that realizing that you're holding yourself accountable for everyone else's choices of their emotions that they're feeling, and that you can only control your own. And there's this freedom that comes here. And I love this because we're going to change this energy from focusing on this to releasing the people pleasing and returning and opening up your heart instead. So I love that. And then we are going to actually look at the True Heart Intuitive Tarot and see what else that they would have for you. Let's give these a shuffle. One more. All right. So Sagittarians. Sagittarius, what would you like them to know, please? All right. Okay, they went to that one first. What else? Okay, they do want to that one and these two. They want that one here and that one there. They're being, specific, which we like. We like to have things unfold in the order of the story that they want to say. And we'll start with this one over here. So you got the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is a great card. It's all about emotions, the cup suit. And the King of Cups not only rules over the heart and emotions, they also have a beautiful second helping, which is of air. All the kings do. So it's balancing of heart and mind that's coming in. And even though he sits within, normally there's like really rocky waters all around, but he is ruling over his emotions, and so he doesn't fear rocky waters, people getting upset, understanding that, again, and this one is perfect because it shows he's got the Two of Cups in here. Normally it only has the Ace of Cups, but I love how they have the Two of Cups here, because one of the big things that the King of Cups learns as he's going through all the cup suit in his experiences is that every moment is a choice between unconditional love from above and the fear of losing conditional love of the human side, right? And so we every moment make a choice in what we want to feel, and that's within our own hands. And he's throwing away the feeling he doesn't want to feel anymore, and he's holding on to the one he does. That's the same thing there. So you're learning this, that you get to choose what you feel in each moment, And sure, we can make it harder or easier for other people to choose fear or love, and other people can make it easier or harder for us by, if someone's in your face yelling, screaming at the top of their lungs, they're making it a little harder to choose love than fear. But we could still do it, and that's the power that's coming in here, is the power of emotional choice. And then you have the Four of Cups. Yep, more emotions coming in. So the Four of Cups does bring in stability around emotions, because the other three cups are the three cups of the outside world, which are relationships, situations, and things. And those things are not fulfilling. Usually they'll show like someone leaned up against a tree, bored with the three cups, and then the Ace of Cups is coming and being offered from the side. And it basically represents that the emotions of the outside world, with their instability and the dissatisfaction we have, thinking that we're told relationships are supposed to make you feel whole, situations like jobs, education is supposed to make you feel whole, your body, possessions, things supposed to make you feel whole, and then you get them and you're like, well, really? I thought it was going to be so much more than this, right? It's like you order a wonderful dessert at a restaurant that has such a good reputation, where people are like, oh my God, this dessert's almost, so good, you can almost want to kill over it. And you're like, wow. And then so you go to the restaurant and you go, oh, I'm looking forward to that dessert. And they bring it and you taste it and you're like, ugh. Why were they thinking that this was going to be so fulfilling? It's not. And that's what relationships do, because people change or they pass away. Situations don't stay the same at all in our bodies, our possessions, all of that breaks down, deteriorates, explodes, catches on fire, stolen. So all that stuff is not fulfilling for very long, if at all. But that Ace of Cups, the love from above that's being offered to us, is what satisfies us. And so that's where the stability comes in, because you're not looking to the outside world for your worth and your emotional, you're turning inward to this heart, inward and upward. And then you have the King of Swords. So definitely, here's that Ace of Swords we talked about in the introduction, represented here, about you connecting to those capital T truths of up above that are rooted in the unconditional love, and you're cutting away old thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. You are getting into the old, codependency, awareness, thoughts and beliefs and expectations, and you're cutting them away because they no longer serve you. You experience this, you're done feeling that, you're throwing away the cup, and you're ready to experience something much bigger and much different in your life. So I love it. And then you have the Prince of Discs, the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is about movement in your outside world, but it is also the slowest moving knight out of the four, which does tell you that you change from the inside out, not the outside in. So all the stuff that's going on the inside will make its way to the outside world, but be patient with that, because you're moving at ludicrous speed in the inside around your emotions and your thoughts. But it just takes time for the action to make it out into the outside world. So just realize that as you're going through that, it's okay. Be patient with it as it unfolds. Yeah, because it will unfold. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which means that you're going to be having changes come in your life. 10 endings and new beginnings, but the Wheel of Fortune is a positive influence. There's no other cards here that would say that it's something that's going to be, something being removed out of your life that's going to devastate you. It's all about movement and change in your life that happens for you. So, you can have a relationship that a lot of codependency around, that people don't leave your life, people are removed out of your life. So if someone does leave, it's opening you up for this freedom that comes for it. But I really feel a majority of it is about these new opportunities in the outside world, because of the movement with the Prince of Discs, which is the Pentacles, the outside world that's coming. So finances, changes in where you live, who you're with, what kind of job you're in, all that kind of stuff can happen but it's going to be for positive impact, and it's because you're ready for it to go because of this new change and this new thing that's happening in your life. So I love it. And then your final card we're pulling from here is the chakra reading cards. And we're just going to see what else Creator in Spirit would like you to know. Like what chakra will help you on this journey, or what chakra is impacted by this change of energy. All right, for our Sagittarius, what would you like them to know about the chakras, please? What? All right. Okay, this one. I'm going to take the other one. They're like, It's this one. And you have the flexibility. Yeah. Card number 9. So we'll put that right here. And let's see. This is the sacral chakra, which, amazingly enough, you know, the root chakra before this is about how you relate to groups in the world. This one is relate one-on-one with someone with codependency interactions. That makes total sense. And it says, you have called upon this card to encourage you to invite more flexibility into your world. The nature of life and our experiences are constantly inviting us to find a state of flexibility. And when you can surrender to these messages, they will allow and embody a more flexible state of being. This will bring an abundance of ease and grace as you find yourself in the flow. Have you been feeling a little rigid in your thoughts or ideas lately? Maybe even a little stuck in your ways? If so, it's time to practice the art of flexibility. You may be holding on to something in your life a little too tightly, and now it's time to let go and allow some energy to flow in. It's easy to get caught up in trivial ideas and thoughts, especially if you have strong beliefs in place in your life. However, at this time, it will be beneficial and very healing to look at some of these outdated ways and beliefs that could be wreaking havoc in your world. Take some time to tune in and see what no longer serves you, and take the steps to bring about a little more flexibility. This card could also mean that you're being too rigid with a particular person, that it's time to give them and yourself a little slack. Flexibility is available to you right now. Let it in and allow for a life with a little more ease and grace. And the affirmation for the card is, I am free-flowing and flexible. So perfect with this relationships and that codependency, all this tightness, and it's time to let yourself out of the cage and not be so rigid about relationships and who you're supposed to be, should be, need to be. And I love the transformation in your emotions that does make it way out to the outside world. So love this for you, Sagittarius. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these videos, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. If you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they're available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then also clicking that subscribe button does give you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there's an all option. If you click on that, one, of course, it's going to notify you when any of the new videos come out on the channel. But two, it also notifies you when I'm going to go live on YouTube providing free readings. I know. I actually go live every single day providing live readings on YouTube. In fact, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I go twice a day on YouTube, even go Instagram on Saturdays as well. So if you want to stop by and say hello and see if you can get a free reading, I'd love to see you. And also doing those things I mentioned, it helps spread the Zen love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, or subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I am very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of this video below. All right, Sagittarius, as you step through this portal, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing portal experience, and we'll be talking very soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.